The 2K Sports for this NBA presentation. This is Brian Anderson, joined by Grant Hill and Richard Jefferson. Allie LaForce will be our reporter from the sideline.
It's just so difficult to win when you waste as many chances at the line as they did.
Oh, that is well said. They're being handed 3 points and just couldn't convert.
And last season, the Pistons became the first team ever to triple their win total from the previous campaign.
Yeah, going from the worst record in the association in 2024 to a playoff team in 2025. And now they look to just keep on rising.
Now here's Brown. He's averaging more than 12 a game, a consistent threat on offense. Mobley. And Mobley throws it down.
Not a long way up for Mobley, but he rises to the rim for the finish.
Brown looking around. Pass to Shepard. And there's a whistle. That goes on Devin Vassell. That's his first foul of the game.
First team foul.
Outside, Brown. 5 to shoot. From down in the low post, it goes.
Oh, that's exceptional touch by Brown, showing he's got some tricky shots up his sleeve.
Pass to Vassell. Shoots over Brown. And the jumper is good at the free throw line. Vassell's got 5.
Starting to find his rhythm. He's cooking, and he knows it.
Yeah, when he gets engaged this early in the game, it's bad news for the defense. He could roll this start throughout the rest of the game.
Foul. Second team foul.
Outside, Brown. And he banks in the layup.
When Brown has the ball in his hands, he is so dangerous in the two-man game.
Durant inside. Here's Claxton. The rebound by Detroit.
Great anticipation defensively. They were keyed in on him and ready to pounce.
Brown, no good. First quarter of ball, almost 2.5 minutes in. It's stolen by Green. Pass to Mobley. And a great assist by Brown as that one goes in. Mobley's got his second basket.
The nice touch from the interior. Mobley looks very comfortable shooting from there.
And with Jaylen Brown on the wing, he feels like any given night he has the advantage in his matchup.
He's either too fast for the big guys or too strong for the small guys. That's the problem. He is a handful on both ends of the floor also.
Here's Durant. Mobley grabs the board.
No clue how he misfired on that shot. You don't see that from him very often.
Pass to Middleton. The drive by Mobley. Over Claxton. And a nice play by Evan Mobley as he scores. Mobley's got 6.
And those long strides of Mobley, using that momentum to push through the defense.
Vassell outside. Shoots. Rebound by Middleton. Detroit leading by 5. A moment to hear from Allie LaForce.
A bit ago, Ime Udoka and I were able to chat. Right away, we got to talking about Jaylen Brown, and he said he's going to make trouble for us, but with strong coverage and fast rotations, I think we'll do a good job limiting his production. Some confident words from Coach on how they'll slow down Brown's output tonight. Back over to you, Brian.
Thanks for that, Allie. Shot clock at 6. Mobley, no good. Brown with the steal. And here's Shepard for 3. And he buries his first look. And taking a quick look here at the hustle stats for the Pistons.
From the tip, they are not making things easy on them. Lots of steals, playing disruptive basketball.
And something else I've noticed is how they've been able to cause turnovers and take advantage of them on the offensive end, not wasting those extra chances at all.
Pass to Mobley. And stolen by Claxton. And for some reason, he decided to foul there.
Yeah, B.A., that's an odd move. Maybe there's something else behind it.
Screen by Claxton. Here's Durant. Knocks down the 18-footer.
And Durant's jumper is as pure as it gets. You just assume ahead of time it's going in.
Brown, no good. Here's Murray. And he comes up with a bucket.
Rate of baskets assisted, it's a stat I really like. It tells the story of how well you are playing team offense.
Pass to Middleton. Here's Shepard. The three is up. Knocks down the triple. Shepard's got 6 points.
And what's working here? Each guy is willing to make the next pass.
6 seconds separating the shot and game clocks.
Okay, let's just say it. This has been an ugly quarter for him. Not quite a break a mirror ugly, but it's getting there.
And Mobley throws it down.
How about the bounce?
We can call that bounce per ounce. Can't be denied.
And what an aggressive move to the rim. He's really trying to fire up his teammates right now.
Boy, it's not hard to feel inspired after a teammate makes that kind of finish.
And that could be the spark they needed to make a little run as they tried.
18.
And thanks again for tuning in. If you're just joining us, we've played through 1 quarter of action so far. And looking at what we've seen from Detroit, what do you guys think?
They're off to a rock-solid start. They brought a well-thought-out plan into this one.
Well, let's see if they're able to keep it up. So far, their shot selection and ball movement has been on point.
Oh, the hammer. Mobley, a powerful dude out there.
Team foul.
And the Defensive Player of the Year for 2025, Evan Mobley. What makes him so formidable, Graham?
Well, you know, he has a similar physical frame to Hall of Famer Kevin Garnett. Long-armed and athletic at 6'11", and the intangibles are all there as far as timing and IQ.
Durant, no good.
Nice rebound. Trying to match the other team's intensity right now.
Here's Claxton. And Claxton throws it down.
Now look, he is a solid distributor. Murray is gifted at finding his teammates pretty much in any spot on the floor.
Here's Mobley. Second chance effort. And again, the Pistons missing.
I don't know if you can credit the defense for that. It was just a missed opportunity. You hate to pile on, but his poor shooting night has really hurt the team.
To the paint. Oh, and he got fouled on his way up. He'll head to the line to shoot 2. Well, every year we see a few teams that exceed expectations, Richard. In your experience, what's the blueprint for an overachieving team?
Well, a lot of times you see new coaching staffs unlocking a roster. Other times it's just healthier bits of competition. And don't forget, health is always a huge component.
Shoot 2.
First one falls for him.
And the future is bright for Mobley. He is a big man who possesses the whole package.
He does not get the second one.
Since the break, he's definitely been more aggressive. Remember, he didn't take any free throws in that first half.
All right, let's get a report from Allie.
Thanks a lot. Kevin Durant talked about the key to his longevity. And he said just being enthusiastic about the game every day and wanting to get better, that forces you to get in the gym. What you do the most is what you're going to be best at. And if you don't use it, you'll lose it. That's how I look at it. Guys, back to you.
The love for the game. Allie, appreciate the report. Mobley on a screen. Here's Brown. Pass to Mobley. A good look from Brown. And Mobley throws it down.
And you can't let Mobley roam free on the offensive glass. This is how you get burned.
Vassell outside. Durant looking around. Pass to Vassell. 6 on the shot clock. And that comes off the assist by Durant. Vassell's got 10.
And this is something Vassell has really improved. Now you have to guard him closely from deep.
Now here's Middleton. Down low. Here's Mobley. Claxton with the block. Quarter 2 and just under 2.5 minutes gone by. Durant has the open look. The rebound by Detroit. They've led by as much as 10.
They have a decent advantage in regards to rebounding.
Brown. And Drew Holiday gets the whistle that time. That's foul number 2 for him.
That's a foul he wanted to avoid, and he definitely doesn't want to pick up his third before the half.
And Mobley throws it down.
And this game belongs to Mobley so far, just doing it all on the offensive end.
Strong finish to cut into that lead a little.
Man, left no doubt with that one, Grant. Outside, Brown. Inside. And Mobley throws it down.
Another bucket for Mobley. I mean, in a groove here tonight. They should just keep feeding him.
Pass to Vassell. Screen by Claxton. To the middle. And stolen by Mobley. And Mobley throws it down.
And sends it home with some passion.
I think he's rubbing it in a little bit here. Hanging up there like that. Screen by Claxton. To the inside. Mobley grabs the board. The Pistons lead by 10.
2 minutes remaining in the first half. 2 minutes.
Kick out to Brown. The three-pointer off the mark.
And even though he hasn't been himself, it hasn't affected his team too much. They've still got the lead.
Grant, the thing about Jaylen Brown, he doesn't need a lot of space to get his shot off.
You know, B.A., he has a quick release and rises high on his jumper. Has a great up fake and can stop on a dime. Usually all the space he needs to find his shot.
Inside. And stolen by Claxton. He got him. No doubt that's a foul. And it's going to be a transition take foul. He's gone 2 for 2 at the line so far. And so the timeout by J.B. Bickerstaff here. I think right now he might be looking at some adjustments. How prolific a scorer is KD? He and LeBron are the only players ever to score 40 against every team.
That is both incredible and not surprising when you think about it. The ease in which KD puts up huge scoring numbers is nothing like anything we've seen.
And they're doing strong work on the glass, a +5 advantage for them.
Brown inside. Can't connect from short range. And an intentional foul right there.
I mean, I'm just not sure what he was thinking right there. I mean, he needs to get his head in the game.
Grant, is it fair to call Kevin Durant one of the most unique players we've ever seen?
Without a doubt, BA, most definitely. The blend of size and perimeter skill, unprecedented. KD able to rise up and score over most any defender.
And he drops the first.
Offensively, Durant might be the most unguardable player in NBA history. He can shoot, dribble, pass, drive, you name it. Everything he does it at a high level on top of being 7 feet tall.
Here's Brown. Jaylen Brown gets it to fall.
The floater is so tough to defend against. Nothing defenders can really do but shake their heads.
Pass to Durant. Rebounded by Green.
Okay, so if I were to say this was a disaster of a period for him, it would be an understatement. But hey, sometimes you gotta shoot your way out of the slump, even for him.
And there's the screen. Down low. Tipped. And stolen by Claxton. And it's Murray finishing it off.
Got to give him credit for jumping on the ball and making the most at the other end.
Boy, inexcusable at this point of the game. They got to be more composed in these moments.
Important 2 points, not just on the scoreboard, but also for a little bit of momentum.
And we've got second half action for you. Thus far, a pretty evenly contested game. Not sure why he committed the intentional foul. No purpose.
I think everyone's a little confused, but weird plays happen.
Both teams will make substitutions. And so Ime Udoka decides to call timeout. Coach taking this moment to speak to his guys, maybe alter some of the game plan. The Pistons lead by 5. Here's Brown. Out to Mobley. Lets the 3 fly. The shot comes out.
Surprising to see him miss here, but they'll be happy with that shot most possessions.
Vassell's shot is good.
Great setup for Vassell, who does not waste the chances to get off a quick shot.
Pass to Mobley. And here's Middleton. Clock at 6. Back to Mobley. The Pistons need to get one up quick. And it's hammered home by Green.
With how much Draymond moves on the offensive end, Green gets a lot of dunk opportunities.
And the shot goes.
In a tight game, they wanted to make sure of that possession.
The Pistons leading. Pass to Shepherd. From deep. Vassell with the rebound. Here's Holiday. Can't tie it up. That one misses. And here's Detroit. Next matchup, they'll be at home against the Celtics. That game marks the start of a 4-game homestand for the club. Outside for Green. And stolen by Holiday. Here we go. Pass to Murray. Back to Durant. Over Middleton. And that one's good by Durant. Durant's got 11 points.
A nice start to the third. 3 out of 4 and looking good doing it.
And stolen by Holiday. In transition. Here's Murray. And the go-ahead bucket, no good.
You gotta love how they've been crashing the boards, fighting hard for every miss.
Oh! Green dropping the hammer.
Back to the basics, unleashing the one-hand flush.
Boy, he makes the basics look pretty outstanding, though, huh?
That's true.
And looks like an illegal pick was set. That gets the ref's attention.
The screener was leaning a bit right there. His feet may not have been planted. Pretty obvious call by the officials.
Look, guys get away with this all the time, but on this occasion, he got caught.
Let's check in with our reporter, Allie LaForce.
Hey guys, the Pistons are growing. Coach JB Bickerstaff said, I appreciate the work that the guys have put in and I'm proud of what they're becoming. But we have more work to do. We're still taking steps. Our guys have improved, the team has improved, but we're not finished yet. BA?
On the rise. Allie, thanks very much for the report. Here's Mobley. And Mobley throws it down.
And it's not just all of his physical ability, it's his hands. He has amazing hands. Catches everything, never a wasted motion.
Durant. Off target on the 15-footer. Just over 3.5 minutes through the third. Pass to Mobley. Here's Shepherd. Just 5 to shoot. And here's Green from the arc. Holiday grabs the miss. Well, Richard, Draymond Green credits you for giving him some important advice as a rookie.
I just encouraged him to be himself and told him that he's going to have to live with techs and fines because he is at his best when he is towing that line.
Middleton, right side. To the paint. Oh, he powers right through the defender for the dunk. Draws the foul, too. And he'll go to the line. It's on Nick Claxton.
Second team foul.
All right, guys, what do you think so far on the offensive approach for the Pistons?
Ooh, they've been punishing the inside defense consistently in this one. Look, it's been a very productive area of the floor for them.
And also, I just love how they've been moving the ball side to side on the perimeter. Great passing, unlocking their offensive potential. His efficiency has been a big factor in helping them capture this lead.
Pass to Shepherd. Fires the three. He can't hit that time. Now here's Murray. And stolen by Brown. Here's Shepherd. It's Middleton on the wing. Here's Mobley. He's guarded by Vassell. Middleton from the outside. And again, no good by Detroit. What a throwdown from KD.
What an athletic play by Durant. This man, what can't he do?
And so the timeout by JB Bickerstaff here. A moment to rest and confer on the game plan. So Ime Udoka decides to call timeout. We might see him looking to make some tweaks to the strategy.
Timeout.
A long-limbed 6'5" guard, Grant. Talk about what DeJounte Murray brings to the table.
Oh, man, defense. I mean, he's led the league in steals, BA. And Murray is really good at disrupting the point of attack, making things hard on the opposing ball handler.
Brown with it. He's picked up by Vassell. The three is up. Landale misses.
And you just can't afford to give up that kind of look very often.
Murray, no good.
Just enough resistance to force the miss, barely. That's one he'll generally make.
Just 2 seconds between the shot clock and the game clock. And it's Green missing. Pass to Claxton. And so Ime Udoka decides to call timeout. Coach probably just checking to make sure everybody's on the same page here. It's stolen by Green. And we've just finished the third quarter. What a tight game we've got going. Up by 3. Don't go away. We'll be back momentarily. And with these teams locked in a very close contest, this fourth quarter promises to be a good one. And we've got a timeout called by Ime Udoka. Coach clearly has something he wants to say to his team right now. And from the sideline, let's catch up with Allie.
Hey guys, during that last break, I heard Ime Udoka as he talked with the team. Well, coach is thrilled with their three-point shooting, saying in the huddle, guys, let's keep it up. Continue to shoot it from deep. It's working. They've been on fire from distance so far.
And Allie, thanks. It's a 3-on-3 fast break. And here's Shepard for three. Here's the break. Pass to Claxton. Over Green. Durant, no good. Pistons trail by three. Here's Shepard. Middleton from the outside. Knocks down the long J.
And Middleton has so much confidence in his jump shot, especially from the three-point line.
Vassell outside. Back to Durant. There's the screen. Unable to get that one. It's Brown on the wing. Oh, JB rattling the rim.
Such a great athlete, an elite athlete. JB is at his best, in my opinion, when he is attacking the rim.
On the wing, Vassell. On target from range. Vassell's got 9 points now in the second half.
And this is how he shines. He's a big part of their floor space.
Yeah, and you got to know where he is at all times, especially when he's roaming around the perimeter ready to fire.
Yeah, and we've seen Brown take strides as a playmaker out of the pick and roll.
Pass to Vassell. Now Durant. Outside Murray. Just 5 on the clock. To the middle. Claxton. And Claxton throws it down.
Such a great passer at his position. Dimes like this are why KD is a winner.
Brown with it. Check by Murray. Drive by Brown. Rejected by Claxton. From about 19. Oh, KD flying in to cap off the break.
Just one made basket for him here in the fourth, but it's a big one.
Pistons trail by 3. And here's Shepard for 3. He buries it from 3.
Well, this is Shepard's shot. The defense can't afford to give him this much separation.
Now Vassell. Outside Murray. Now Mobley. Rises up. And stolen by Claxton. And they're pushing it up. Vassell! Cash from downtown!
He hit a couple from range in the first half, but now his confidence is through the roof.
Fires the 3. Knocks down the trifecta.
Their strategy has been pretty simple here in the second half. Attack from three-point range.
And you see this so much more nowadays in the NBA. Teams putting a larger emphasis on jacking up threes.
Yes, sir, it's good.
And what can't this guy do? Mobley with a massive bucket.
Now Vassell takes a 3. Old Green rips down the board. .141 left to play in the fourth. Here's Mobley.
Smart play there by Mobley, a coach's son, man. This guy, he's been around the game his entire life.
First free throw is good. And that narrows the lead down to just 3. Both good from the line that time.
Yeah, just a fruitful trip to the line. He's made this a one-possession game.
Here's Durant. 14 feet away. Cleared away by Mobley.
It seems like every miss ends up in his hands. He's been unreal.
You aren't exaggerating. You don't get to 20 rebounds without having a special talent for grabbing misses.
You know, if his shot isn't available, Middleton is moving the ball, and he's a pretty skilled passer.
Outside Durant. Outside Vassell. Shot from 16. The bucket is good!
Great to see guys who don't back down under pressure.
He knew what they needed here and was determined to deliver.
And that misses. That would have put him up.
You know what? He's got to look to get other guys involved. The three-point stroke is off.
Screen by Claxton. And he buries the jumper.
The growth of Vassell has been so impressive, willing and ready to bury these important shots.
And J.B. Bickerstaff decides to call timeout. Great time to call his guys into the huddle at a very tense moment in this game.
Substitution for Detroit. Jock Landale.
About 3 seconds between the shot clock and the game clock. No good from 3! Murray looking around. Here's Durant. So the home crowd happy here as they get the victory. This one was in the balance right until the final seconds.
NBA, they showed their character when it mattered most.